Hello, this is a quick screen recording for step 3 of the course planning process, which is the verification process for advisors and advisees. This is to be completed after each one of your advisees has entered their course requests into the hub from the original course planning worksheet. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is log into the hub as yourself, as the advisor, don't have the kids log in individually. This is going to be through your portal, the advisor's portal in the hub. This should be the landing page for most of you. What you want to do is go to groups, find your advisory group, click on that. Once this page appears, you want to click on course requests. And sometimes this takes a second or two to load. And you should see a list of all of your advisees. And then next to each one of your advisees, there should be a yellow pencil. And that's where you're going to click for each individual advisee, click on there and go in and make the verify what was entered in. So I'm going to do our fictitious 9th grade student. So I'm going to click on this yellow pencil icon. And what you should see come up is a screen very similar to what the students saw when they were entering these requests. So I'm going to go through this, piece by piece. So you should see on the right-hand side here, see all the requests that the student has made in the hub, and underneath each one of these, you should see approve, deny, or pending. They should all be pending unless you've made any changes already. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to approve most of these and then go through what happens if you want to do some different things. So advanced chemistry, I'm going to leave pending for now. We'll come back to that in a second. So for English 10, I'm going to approve. Rise of the West, I'm going to approve. This person wants to take a first semester elective, so I'm going to approve that. I'm going to approve French 2. Algebra 2 is an approve. Quaker Principles second semester, approve. And then alternately Wellness and Physical Education the first semester. All those are going to be approve. So one of the things you want to do, make sure you do often in this screen as well, is click Save. So all those should be saved. Now, if advanced chemistry was what the student signed up for, I would have clicked approve, obviously, but I'm going to use this as an example of a data entry mistake. So let's say that the student on the course planning worksheet, the one with the signatures, only signed up for chemistry. They entered advanced chemistry by mistake. So if this is the case, I'm going to deny this request. But before I hit deny, don't hit deny first, I'm going to write a note. And I'm going to say student selected chemistry. This was a data entry mistake. So that is going to let us know. And then I'm going to click deny. You do not want to click deny first. So that is the reason I'm going to deny that class. So when Sandy Portnoy gets this, she's going to see the deny and she's going to see the note. And she's also going to know that advanced chemistry wasn't the choice. It should be chemistry. And then she can make the change in the hub. Make sure I want to click save there as well. If a course needs to be, so that's if that's a data entry mistake. If a course needs to be changed because a student had changed his or her mind, you want to essentially go through the same process. So let's just say for songwriting, the student decides that they want to, choose something different. One of the things you want to do is click pending, write the note again first, and say something along the lines of student no longer wants to take an elective in the first semester. All right. So what you're going to do there is you want to make sure that, and then you're going to click deny. Because this is going to be something that's going to be changed from what's on the course planning worksheet, it is the advisor's responsibility to obtain the approval from everyone that signed the form. So for most students, that's going to be the student, obviously, but the parent or guardian and the advisor, obviously. For rising 12th graders, that's also going to be the college counselor as well. So anytime there's a deny, that's not a data entry mistake. So the student has a change of heart or a change of mind. You're going to write the note, click deny, and then it's the advisor's responsibility to get permission from the parent, college counselor as necessary to make sure that that's what everybody wants to do. Now, a third thing is that if a student wants to add a course, so say, for instance, that a student wanted to add, not quite sure what they would want to add at this point, but say they wanted to add AP Computer Science, let's say. This again is going to be a change from what was written on the course planning worksheet. So one of the things you can do is click request if you want to add a course due to a student changing his or her mind. So we're going to request AP Computer Science, and we should see AP Computer Science pop up right here. Now, because this also requires the approval of everyone that signed the course planning worksheet, you are going to write a note saying this is a new course selection. I am going to obtain the appropriate approval. And then what you're going to do is you're going to keep it as pending. It's the advisor's responsibility to make sure that you get the approval of the student, obviously, parent, guardian, college counselor for Rising 12. And you're going to leave it pending until you get all those approvals. Once you have all of those approvals, let's say that I've gone through that, I want to go back in here, click on the note again, and say, I have obtained all necessary approvals for this edition. Once you have done that, you want to change the status from pending to approve. Again, it's the advisor's responsibility to make sure that you're obtaining the approval from all the people that signed that course planning worksheet. Again, as you should do often, you want to make sure you're clicking save. One of the things that you do not need to worry about, so let's say if you're changing the order, say that this was approved, you want to change the order of alternates, you can go ahead and do that without obtaining approvals from anybody. If a student just says, you know what, I want to do public speaking as my first alternate instead of rock and roll, you can just go ahead and change those here and click save. You don't need to get approval for that. Again, it's very important that whatever was entered or signed off on the course planning worksheet is what appears here in the hub. That's very important. And another important part is to make sure that you're clicking save. So once you're done with this part of the process, unless there's other things you need to follow up on the denies or new courses, you are essentially done with entering the course requests for approving the course requests for your advisees. You want to make sure that you turn in the hard copies of the course planning worksheets with the signatures. Those should be turned for the upper school, into Rosemary Cavalcanti, and for 8th grade advisors, make sure they get to Jennifer Kettler. But before doing so, you probably want to make sure that you have your own photocopies of those hard copy course planning worksheets, so you have a copy for your files as well. We'll obtain and keep the originals on file, the colored sheets, but again, you should probably keep copies for yourself. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to contact the appropriate person in your division. And once again, thanks for all your help with this process.